Oh, okay. Okay.
Touch wood.
Your love for cars started when? And the whole story.
So my love for cars started when I was probably around about say 19.
Mm.
He still has a body shop. So I would spend most of my childhood with my grandparents. That's where I grew up, Ravensmead. Um,
Shout out.
Shout out to Ravensmead. I grew up in Ravensmead. So our family is a very tight knitted group, and each one has like their own business venture or job type thing. So they must say if you have an uncle that's a mechanic, he's the one that's always working on your car.
Mm.
So he was like, I had an uncle that's I have an uncle that's a panel beater, and I would spend a lot of time with my cousin, and that's where my love for cars started because the cars that always came in 325 IS BMWs, Mercedes AMGs, S300s, E classes, nice Toyotas, 20 valves, Honda VTECs, things like that.
So variety
A
basically.
variety of cars, obviously. A panel beater can never choose what he wants to do, so it's what comes, he takes. And that's where you catch on shenanigans with your cousin because he's older than you, and clients' cars are fast. So his dad would always send us, go fetch a car in Lavis, go fetch a car in Elsie's, go fetch a car there. Then we would like literally have his sister drop us, and then we come back with the car. Obviously, you know, non-disclosure. Concerned about but but a nonsense on the way back, and that's where initially I fell in love with the vehicle, and I've grown closer towards the vehicle. And at that time, my mom was driving a Toyota Twin Cam, and I could never understand the the love my grandpa had for a Toyota because he had a Datsun and he had a Toyota Bucky. So he would dedicate his Saturdays to cleaning his car, cleaning his Bucky, checking the oil, checking the water, and things like that. And that drew me to check what is he doing.
Mm.
And I mean, I've been around my grandparents majority of my life, so I would always like see what he's doing with my cousin, take a stroll to my cousin, check what's happening there. And that's initially where my love for cars started.
So wait, was the okay, your influence, right? Came from either what your grandfather?
So it's
Or was it from
it's
the panel
it's
shop?
it's
Was it both?
from you can actually say it's like a border between the two, Like I've learned here and I've learned there, you know. So when it comes to taking care of a car, I've learned from my grandpa. When it comes to how a car works, I've learned from my uncle. Even though he was a panel beater, there is still mechanical things that he had to do, like take an engine out, put the engine back, things like that. And it's it's been a journey. Started driving at the age of 12, and that's where I fell more in love with the car because then you can actually feel the car. Because with the person who taught me, okay, may his soul rest in peace, he always told me
R.I.P.
like, um, you don't look at your cluster, you almost like feel the motor, you hear the motor, you will know when to change, you will know when to react and how things work.
Second nature basically.
You understand. And that's where I fell more in love with the car. And then my love for street racing started.
Oh, Cecil Garage vibes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um oh so you were like
I was heavy into racing.